The devil is testing your patience. Don't allow him and his soulless minions to rule you for their pleasure. There are people that want to ruin you, and you can clearly see who that is. All right. When a person comes into your life and they have plans to harm you, you are able to easily tell and pick up on those vibes because just for the mere simple pure fact that energy does not lie. Energy does not lie. You can tell when a person has a different set of ideas, a different intention, a different mindset towards someone like yourself. And it comes out in normal behavior, comes out in interaction, and it appears to be normal seeming because it's covert and it's hard to detect to the unseen eye, but the person experiencing it is under extreme warfare and is conducting in battle against those who are manipulatively, covert aggressively up against them. And you can tell because there will be a number of tests, a number of games, a number of tricks, a number of things you'll have to bypass. You'll see them coming at you, but you'll also see another side to where it seems like there's nothing happening at all. When attacks are happening and it seems like nothing is happening, like a Trojan horse comes your way, but you can see that it's a setup from a mile away. You have to act accordingly and you have to be careful of how you handle the situation. They're counting on you to not be able to handle yourself in that situation. And it's a certain amount of pressure that these said individuals like to place on specific people, people that they don't particularly want to have to interact with, or people who they have something against, which would possibly cause them to not want to be too social or interactive with them as well, depending on the situation or the circumstances, of course. But you can't allow the devil and his soulless minions to take over you and to control you and to cause problems for you. All right. When you see these attacks coming at you, you have to remain in power over your emotions. You have to remain in power over how you conduct yourself, how you handle, how you feel. All right. You have to be able to handle how you feel. You have to be able to tell yourself how to feel and control how you handle a situation in a drop of a dime, because just the amount of things that you may have to face or go through, you never know which one is going to be the one that pushes you over the edge to where you've had it and you can't take it anymore. That song Curtis Blow, there are people who are on the edge and they're trying not to lose their head. Unfortunately, the enemy can pick up on this. They can see when you're stressed out. They can see when you're feeling good. They can see when things are working out for you. The enemy has a keen eyesight on being able to pick up and to detect good vibes. They just can't find them within themselves, or they don't care to find them within themselves because they're okay with being a negative person. And the reason why they're okay with being a negative person, because they think being positive is soft. They think being negative means you're hard, you're tough. People will respect you. That's part of being negative, but there's other sides to it. And number one, a person has to go to the extreme length in their negativity, which is to become a total demon in order to get that type of energy from other people to begin with. Try to intimidate, put fear, need energy from other people. That person is dealing with a parasite. That person has lowered their frequency to a low enough vibration to where now they have been energetically hacked by interdimensional demonic spirits. And when these people allow their energy to be hacked because their vibration is so low, they're overtaken and controlled by entities that cause them to attack you in your everyday life. Hence the title, The Devil and His Minions. They didn't make that movie Minions for no reason. There are things that you cannot see that are actually going on and happening around you, hopping into people, hopping out of people. You might even experienced some of the supernatural things they show in movies in your actual real life. No need to go into detail specifically but because this is not, it's not like this is alive or anything. It's not like I can interact with you guys watching this right now. But for the sake of this video, we'll just say what we just said. Some of us have actually experienced some of the supernatural things that they portray in movies. Some of us have actually been through that in real life. All right, so don't let them ruin you. Don't let them rue you. Don't let them ruin what you have in store for your future. All right, they watch you build yourself up, they watch you get yourself together, try to take yourself out of a lower position to a higher one. They could have a problem with that. They could have a personal problem with you just as an individual, as a person, or they just may not flat out just not like you. But they allow themselves to be used, and the one thing that they like is taking pleasure in another person's downfall, demise, or defeat. They like to be able to sit back and enjoy their good life while they know the person that they targeted or attacked is out there suffering and going through it. That's what they prefer. They like to have a collection of people in their mind that they know they've done wrong to, that they can sit back, relax, and think about how much better their life is than that person that they've attacked now. Because that's what it all is about. It's about who can have the better life. And if you're working towards making your life better, it's also going to make you a target. If you're already targeted, working towards becoming the best version of yourself in a way to where it may end up being viewed publicly, it may cause a little bit more issues for you. If you're a warrior on the front lines and you share certain information, or you just live your life a certain way to where you're just kicking butt, you're taking care of your business and you're standing out because of your energy, and you're not paying them any mind, and you're focused and just handling your business, that sticks out to them too. They'll try to come out and test you during that time period as well. But you have to view yourself as someone that can get through and overcome what the devil is trying to throw at you. All right, just because it's the devil, just because they're demonic, just because they're evil, it doesn't mean you have to catastrophize over the situation and make it the end for you. Just because they're coming after you doesn't mean you have to lay down, let them walk all over you, trample you, and die. You can stand up and put up a fight if it's not too energy draining, and if it doesn't feel like you're about to die over a job because of the stress, or if it doesn't feel like you're about to die over a relationship because of the stress, or if it doesn't feel like you're about to die trying to maintain a place to live where you shouldn't even be in the first place over the stress, you might have to relocate and find something better, because there are always something better out there for you. There are always better people out there for you. There's good people out there. You're going to meet some good people. I know there have been a lot of rough people you may have had to deal with in the past, but there are some good people out there, and you're going to meet them and come into contact with them. And those are the people who you're going to be able to catch a break with. Because when you when you go through it after a while and you meet better people, it's like a relaxation period. So there will be times where you meet some cool people and you're able to chill, you're able to breathe, you're able to relax. But unfortunately, for those of us who are dealing with time, we haven't got to that period yet where we met those cool people, or some of us just got out of this period that we're discussing, and now we're in a period where it's kind of chill, it's relaxed. You remember how those devils and those demons were testing your patience. All right. There are people who don't like to see certain things, and once they see certain things, they will go out and attack it. Say you have some neighbors, they watched you work your way up from walking to a bike to a car to whatever. Maybe they don't like that. Maybe now they unfortunately vandalized your vehicle, God forbid, or something like that. Or maybe they, uh, who knows? People will do whatever they feel they need to do to feel to feel they need to be on top. Me personally, when I stayed at this place, it was at like this motel type situation. I went from just being lazy and not doing too much to working out every day. All I did was go to work, come home, sleep, party, chill. I slowed all that down, started going to the park, working out, ride my bike. I don't think they like to see that. One day I came back, I saw this lady gave me a weird look, and then the next day my tires were popped on my bike. Both of them were flat. Both of them were flat, and it was something, it was something wrong with the chain. So there are those who want to block or stop your progress, and as frustrating as that is, you have to be the tough-minded, optimistic, God-loving person that knows that, you know what, God loves me. I'm not giving up. They hate me because God loves me, and things are going to work out for me. Why? Because God loves me. They hate me for his sake. Never forget that. Never forget when you're dealing with the pressure of the hate, when you're dealing with the pressure of the uncertainty of what's going to happen, because there may be some evil ones in control of your fate. You have to recognize and remember, you have to recognize the spirit of God in yourself. You have to look for this the spirit of good in those, even those who are doing you wrong or harm. You have to look at them as friends. You have to look at them as decent people. You live in a area where you're getting gang stalked, and they're still evil people. Look at them as good folks. Look at them as friends, even though your neighbors may be corrupt. It serves a greater purpose for your mind to see them in a positive light, instead of going around and calling people out, because whatever you call out of people, that's what you're going to get from them. So if you see certain behaviors in them, just let those behaviors exist, go about your day, and ignore them and deal with it the best way you can without reacting. All right, because they want to try to throw you off, destroy you, get you canceled, get you blacklisted, blackballed, anything they can do to get you out of the good that you're currently experiencing. They will do that. So you must be careful. All right, and you must be careful, and you have to keep praying to finally meet some good people in your life, because they're out there. So even when people are giving you a tough time, bless them in your heart and in your mind. All right, bless their heart, their mind, their spirit, their body. Bless them just to yourself. Wish them the best, and make sure there's no animosity between yourself and them, just on your end. So when people do things that are out of pocket, when they come to attack you, when they turn out to be spiritually wicked, all right, when that neighbor or that person you live near or that person you see every day has done that same thing for the 100th time to try to affect you in a negative way, you'll be able to let that go. You'll be able to just bypass it and have love for the person, and you won't see them as doing any wrong. You won't see them as doing anything bad. You'll just be able to, for that moment, just let it go and bypass it and continue to focus on your life and keep your mind where it belongs, on your affairs, on your business, on you becoming better and greater and more powerful and prosperous. All right. When you focus on the things that you can become and what you can do with your life, they're going to like this those around you are going to be affected by the demonic energy that they already possess. All right. And the devil is going to try to contact you through them because he doesn't like you taking up your end of the bargain on God's decree that he set on your life. God has set a decree on your life for you to become successful. When you start to pick up your bed and walk and bear your cross, and you start to think that you can become successful and get through all the negativity that comes your way and you can overcome it, the forces that be are going to still try to penetrate that force field mindset that you have now developed of being able to conquer and get through and overcome. They're going to try to break you down and make you feel the total opposite. So when the devil is coming at you and he's using people around you and they're trying to tear you down and break you down, you have to see yourself as, I can get through this, and not catastrophize the situation just because things are negative or because of what you dealt with in the past. A lot of us are basing future events off of what we dealt with in the past. And when we see similar people, similar things, similar events, we tend to automatically associate with what happened previously. And we tend to catastrophize and automatically agree with what we don't want. We automatically agree with what's no longer serving us or what's good or what's positive for us. And we're in agreement with something that we don't want to happen. And because we see it, we feel it, we're already experiencing what it would be like for it to happen when you're in a state of catastrophication. I think that might be the word. It might not be. Of catastrophizing. Um, you're already seeing the situation unfold that you don't want, and you could possibly end up magnetizing it to yourself or end up creating that reality for yourself just based off of what you think. Oh, this isn't going to work out. Oh, I'm not going to be able to stay here. Oh, all because of what happened previously and the calculations you're making based off a past event. So you have to take a new mindset into a new day. You have to take a new mindset into a new day, even if it was just yesterday. Let go of all the things that happened yesterday, all the attacks, all the pettiness, all the pestilence. Let all that go. Start fresh. Renew your mind. Transform yourself. Transform your heart. All right, creating me a new heart, O Lord, and creating me a clean heart, O Lord, a right spirit and a new mind. Creating me a new mind, oh Lord, a clean heart and a right spirit within me. I believe that's it. Creating me a new mind, a clean heart, and a right spirit within me. Lord, creating me a new mind, a clean heart, and a right spirit within me. Lord, creating me a new mind, a clean heart, and a right spirit within me. And that allows you to let go of all negativity that people may bring your way, all pettiness because of jealousy or insecurity, or you make them feel some kind of way. All right. So when dealing with individuals like this that are trying to basically make it hard for you or difficult for you because some type of underlying issue that they're dealing with, according to how you make them feel or the type of energy you bring when you come around them and they're unable to handle it. However, this might take place. All right. However, this may happen when you're in the presence of someone like this. You have to continue to be the positive person. You have to continue to be the peaceful person. You have to continue to be the loving person, because if not, that negativity, that animosity, all that is going to build up inside of you and it's going to end up causing something bad or something negative to happen for you. And everybody else is going to be peaceful, enjoying themselves, happy, while you're the one still dealing with a negative situation that you never wanted to have to deal with in the first place. So it's best to let things go. And also, as the Bible says, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath. Don't go to sleep thinking about negativity, thinking about harming someone, thinking about someone harming you, thinking about a negative situation, thinking about a negative situation unfolding, thinking about anything you don't want. When you go to sleep at night, you want to program your mind for success. When you wake up during the day, you want to program and speak something positive, speak a positive word, listen to a positive message, program your life. I program your life at the start of your day. Very important, especially when you're dealing with people who are taking pleasure in seeing you suffer. If someone takes pleasure in seeing you suffer or go through some type of pain or some type of loss, and they're not happy until they make that manifest, and you have to put up with that and deal with that, and that's something that you have to fight against just so you can stay positive, then you're going to have to stay positive all the way around. You're going to have to be the best person that you could be to yourself and everybody else. You're going to have to stay positive. You're going to have to stay confident. You're going to have in your ability to overcome. All right, because it could be bleak. It could be a negative picture possibly being painted for you, not even by yourself. All right, someone could be possibly trying to paint a negative picture for you. Someone could be trying to paint a negative reality for you. All right, it could be that person that lives right up the street. It could be that person at the store every day that's watching your come up. It could be that relative watching your social media, not saying anything, not responding to anything, just looking at all your pictures. It could be that friend from school on your Instagram, just constantly looking. All right, monitoring spirits used by the devil who want to stop your progress. All right, you have to stay patient. That's the key. If they're testing your patience, you're going to have to stay patient. We about to test this air conditioner right now. It's getting a little warm in here. If they're testing your patience, you're going to have to stay patient. All right, you're going to have to keep your cool in situations where people want you to lose it. And you have to remember that it's a game. The whole objective is for the enemy to try to get you to freak out, to get you to try to get upset or to lose control of yourself. But you've done so much work on yourself that it's easy. All right, they're going. It's a possibility that people may try to do things over and over and over and over and over and over, but still, you have to be able to keep your cool and relax. You should already participate and anticipate the best for yourself, regardless of any situation. Instead of anticipating them to be who you already know them to be, anticipate not only that, but anticipate a positive outcome if that's what you have to deal with. Anticipate a positive outcome to where, you know what, I still see myself being able to come out of the situation, even though if it's not a positive one, even though if it's a negative one, I'm still going to come out positive. This is still going to be a positive situation for me. I'm going to turn it around. I'm not going to let it be anything else. I'm not going to let this be a negative situation for me, regardless of who wants to do that. And there are some spirits out there that may not like the fact that how things may be going for your life, or things may be going for you overall, or whatever they may not like. Maybe it's your girlfriend maybe you got this nice girlfriend and this person's hating. Maybe you're in a relationship and this person's hating. Maybe you look good and this person's upset. All right, maybe you done got your life together and now somebody is feeling some kind of way about it. All right, people who allow themselves to be overtaken by envy and jealousy, they end up being controlled. They end up becoming a minion. Now we're talking about people who let you know they got a problem. Somebody make a face and just turn the other way and go the other way. Hey, can't really do nothing about that except deal with it. But when people are, feeling some kind of way and bringing it to your doorstep, you gonna have to deal with it in a way to where now you're at war, you're battling, someone or someone's are fighting up against you, and you pretty much have to hold it down. You're gonna have to hold it down. You're gonna have to defend yourself without defending yourself, pretty much. You're gonna have to be like a silent warrior type ninja, like a warrior ninja that lets people destroy themselves with their own negativity. And your weapon is God and peace and love and positivity and faith. All right, faith and love will be your shield. Knowing tactics, knowing what's happening to you, knowing what people are trying to do around you will be your shield. Educating yourself about certain types of people and situations will be your shield. Like you have to go. They need to have a class for just life in general. Just like, I'm not sure if that's what communications is about, but they need to have some type of class or some type of psychology course on just like the dark arts and putting people on game to the type of negative souls, negative spirits, negative attitudes, type of negative people that are in this world. So you don't just think everything is all good, everything is all peaceful, and everyone's all positive, because it's not. You can be the most positive person you can be, but you may end up having to encounter some negativity. And when you encounter that negativity, you're going to want to know how to conduct yourself, what to do, how to act, what I'm up against, because you may be dealing with some negative forces that are trying to manipulate your peace, trying to manipulate your positivity, trying to manipulate your happiness and your joy and your success, and trying to turn it into what they have, which could possibly be, or more than likely is, nothing: negativity, doubt, despair, lack. Go from being limitless to placing limits on yourself. I can't do that. A couple weeks ago, you could do anything. All right, and don't think just because you may not know how to get around someone's evil or negativity that you can't. Just because you don't know right now doesn't mean God won't bless you with some information, a download, a video like this one. All right, don't give up hope because evil people are coming after you, or because evil people are in the way, and you may not know what's next. You may not know what's next when evil people are coming up against you. But if you keep a positive attitude, and if you keep a right attitude and a right spirit, all right, if you stay in your prayer closet, and if you stay working in the field of your mind and tilling your land, so you'll have plenty of bread, plenty of peace. All right, you'll be rich with peace. You'll be rich with calmness, tranquility. You won't be ready to snap on anybody because of the things that you have to face or deal with, because life is already enough to have people playing with you purposefully just for their pure enjoyment or pleasure. You're going to have to stand up and fight and defend yourself by having love, by being peaceful, by letting go. That those are your greatest strengths. Being able to forgive. When people are fighting against you underhandedly, and it seems like they're not doing anything at all, you're going to have to find what your superpower is for this particular battle. And for this particular battle and fight, your superpower is love, peace, faith, focus, letting go, moving on, changing your thoughts, a positive mindset, working on your mind, affirmations, learning how to reconstruct your mind and energy after certain attacks from others and negative spirits. So when the devil is testing your patience, don't allow him and his soulless minions to rule you for their pleasure. All right. It's been a pleasure on my end. Thank you all for checking out this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.